Hey guys, what's up, Finn here, and welcome to a little showcase of a project that I'm working on. So there is this Bitcoin altcoin called Magi, coin Magi, whatever, and I actually kind of like it. It's CPU mineable still, so I don't need to, have tons of GPUs running just to get a few bucks. Um, the developers are quite nice. They really listen to their community, and when there is an issue, they try to fix it as soon as possible. So we had two major issues since I have joined the community, and yeah, so those issues were fixed in a matter of hours. So it's quite nice to have a coin um, that developers are actually working on and don't abandon as much. So I have created MyMagiWallet. So some of you are familiar with blockchain.info. So it's basically a cloud wallet. They handle everything from the syncing to the blockchain and everything, and you don't have to worry about that. So that's basically what MyMagiWallet is, even though this is just a hobby project and I am not as professional as the people over at blockchain are. So what it features is no more syncing, as we do that, or I do that for you. So the entire blockchain is on my servers, and basically you don't have to sync anymore. So you don't need to update anymore. I will update pretty much as soon as possible when there's a new wallet version coming out. So right now we are on 1.4.5.3. If there gets a new wallet released, we update it for you. You don't have to worry about it at all. No huge blockchain. The blockchain can get quite big after a while, so you don't have to waste your precious drive space, which you could use for other stuff like games and the adult stuff, instead of having the blockchain there. So I'm working on some juicy stats over here, like the amount of accounts that are in here. I think there are 4 or 5 right now. The amount of transactions we handled, which is more difficult to get, and the amount of coins we've handled. So yeah, disclaimer, it's still in the alpha stage, just proceed with caution. It is not stable at all so far. I can't promise anything about it yet. It means just I've made it in like 2 days or so. So that's quite impressive. So yeah, up here you have the amount of connections to the Magi network, and some blockchain stats like the wallet version, the amount of blocks, the difficulty for proof of work, the difficulty for proof of stake, and the block value. Now it's about the same when you use it on the phone. So connections, network info, and my wallets. So we're gonna get to that. So yeah. So signing up is easy. You just go to create a wallet, you enter your email, you enter a password, and all that kind of stuff. By clicking register, you agree to the terms of service, which are really bare at the moment. I mean, like, that's about it. And if you already have a wallet, you can reset, like, you don't know where you left off, reset it, whatever. So I already, of course, have a wallet, so I'm gonna log into that. And there we have it. You will be greeted with this nice dashboard, and you can see your Magi balance. And if you have unconfirmed coins, it will say it behind here as well, how much, between like little parentheses. You get a list for your transactions. You get a ticker, a price ticker, which which uses the CoinMarketCap API in order to fetch this. So basically, whatever stands here is whatever stands here. Mostly means like 60-second in the cache. So every 60 seconds, this will be refreshed. And your wallet value, so your estimated wallet value based on this price. So it's basically this multiplied by this, and you get this rounded to 2 decimals. So you can see your transactions. You can see which address received them, where you sent coins to, how much, when, what the block is that it's a part of, and what the transaction ID is. So let's open up the transaction ID and the block. So these are links, you can click them in order to see what's going on. So this is a block. So you can see the block height, the block hash, the first 8 characters minus the zeros. I mean, it would be kind of dull to have like 5, 7 zeros over here and then just like C. Yeah, that's not gonna work out. With this block it should even be just all zeros. Yeah, that would not work out. So you can see the amount of confirmations over here, and then the block summary, the amount of transactions in the block, the timestamp, the difficulty, the size. So I'm planning to add whether it was extracted through proof of work or proof of stake. So the block size in bytes. Well, it's actually, this will become kilobytes automatically if it deems, if the site says, yeah, kilobyte should fit better. The bits, so this is basically the difficulty bits, and the nonce. And then over here you have the transactions inside the block, so generation and fees. Apparently nothing came out of it for some kind of reason. I think this is a little bug, so I will investigate that later. The input and of course the output. So for this there went like 0.5, 0.595 and blah 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 in here, and it ended up like this. So you can also see the block hash. Well, clicking on this doesn't do a lot, but refreshing, you can see the next block in the chain. You see the block height went up and now went down. The previous block and the Merkle root. So I don't really know why I would use this, but it's just nice to have there, just to make it look a little bit more fancy. So yeah, the transaction. So again, you can see the block height where it's included. You can see the block hash of that particular block. This is not linked yet, but it will come soon. The amount of confirmations for the transaction, total outputs, the amount of fees, the timestamp, and the inputs and the outputs for the transaction. Of course, these are clickable. I don't know why this. Oh yeah, it's index 1 of this transaction. Yeah, it is. Okay, it looked a little bit weird, to be honest. And you can see what address is associated with it, and you can see the amount. So I don't know why this is double, but yeah, it might be just due to this particular transaction. And you can see the output, of course, like the index, the address, and the amount. So if you are wondering, yes, this will automatically refresh every 5-ish seconds. Of course, 60-second cache, so you don't overload the server too much. Like this won't send thousands and thousands of requests to CoinMarketCap. But most of it, like the transactions, are updated every 10 seconds or so. Out of my head, might be that it's in the cache tool, but don't worry about that too much. So you can change your password if needed. So this is just the password for accessing the wallet. You can import your previous keys, like if you already have MWallet on your PC, you can just put them in there or dump them and put them in there, and your wallet will be in here. That's basically how I imported this wallet as well. And of course you can log out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little overview of my MyMagiWallet. If you guys did and are interested in opening a wallet, it is entirely free. Again, I can't make any promises, but I am working on making this a fully fledged, like, stable product, one you can actually use like normally, that you can trust and everything, that doesn't break upon you as easily. So yeah, for like 2-3 days, this is really nice what I have accomplished in building. Like this, just a little thingy I should solve. But yeah, if you find any issues, you can click here and you get a mail to link. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hit like if you liked it, hit dislike if you disliked it, comment, subscribe, whatever, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.